I have an apology to make. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. And yeah, I'm so sorry. I mentioned in the last episode that we'd picked the Spond app to manage our group rides. But I completely forgot to say thank you to the guys who helped me make that decision. We tried a few different things and a few people tested each of the systems. And obviously Spond came out on top. But I won't mention you by name because I haven't asked you if that's okay to do so. But thank you. You know who you are. Thank you so much for your help in coming to that conclusion. And it's invaluable. I appreciate it so much. I really do. Today is Monday. It's been a while since I started the weekly vlog on a Monday, but there's a reason for that. And today is the start of the Tour of Watopia. I've never done a Zwift tour before, but I'm going to this time. So I'm actually going to jump on in a couple of minutes, the 6 o'clock UK time, and I'm going to attempt the longer course, because I thought if I do that on a Monday, if there's another chance for me to ride again later in the week, I can do sort of the smaller ride before the race on a Thursday. So I'm going to jump on that tonight. I won't record to camera or any of that stuff. I might record a bit of the footage, because as I've said before, I don't want these weekly videos to become super long. And I think, I mean, let me know if you feel differently, but I think the race is probably what people want to see on a Thursday. So I'm going to jump on that and see if I can get round the full course. And hopefully tick off the first leg and we get double XP as well. It'd be nice to move up some of those levels quite quickly. So yeah, I'm going to get ready. Tour of Watopia ride number 1 complete. I went for the longer route, which was the Magnificent 8. It was about 30 kilometres and something like 3,000 to 4,000 people I think were on the ride that I did. And I've never ridden a ride with so many people, and it's crazy. I mean, the sheer number of riders that are on there just meant that you're in a huge draft to start with. And we got to the climb part, and I started drifting towards the back. So all the other riders shot off past me, and disappeared. I ended up towards the back, so I lost the big group, but managed to sort of form a little group at the back with I don't know, about 10 other riders to finish off the course. Quite enjoyed it. Definitely a different experience, but a good one. So that's number 1 done. I may well jump on before the race on Thursday at some point to do the shorter course. Try and tick 2 off. I'm not going to do that necessarily each of the 5 weeks, but it's a good way to get some miles in. So on that note, I know I started a workout routine or a workout schedule during last week's video, but I think I'm just going to stick to doing the Tour of Watopia now. I've said before, I'd rather do things that grab my attention and make me want to ride, rather than sitting on the sofa putting off a ride that I don't want to do. And I'm not saying I won't go back to workouts, but I think when something like the Tour of Watopia is on and I'm eager to tick rides off and obviously get the badge and stuff that comes with doing the tour, I think yeah, I'll carry on doing them and go back to them afterwards. So good start to the week, already on the bikes Monday, and plan to do another one before the race on Thursday. So big thumbs up so far, and also a big thank you to a few guys have been in touch through various different means, just about the issues that I'm having with my wrist, and potentially not strapping it all the time, and moving positions on the bike around. So raising the handlebars potentially to sort of shift the weight back off. I don't believe, and I could be wrong, but I don't believe that the riding is what has caused the problem. I think I've just picked something up, and I think it might have been the fridge that I picked up. I don't know. However, yeah, it does feel better today. However, if it doesn't get better, then I will certainly look into one of those other options. One good suggestion was maybe to put some gloves on just to take the initial pounding out on the wrist. So I'll probably do that for future rides. And then if it doesn't seem to be healing, then I will look at moving, the saddle around and the handlebars. I'm slightly reluctant to do that until I really need to, because I feel like I've got a comfortable position where previously I'd struggled to do anything over an hour because it would just hurt, basically on my backside. And I'm not having that now, so I'm reluctant to raise the front and put the weight back to that area. However, clearly my wrist and that area of health comes first. So we'll see how we go through the week and see if it gets any better. So yeah, I think another ride before the race on Thursday, and I'll see you then. Hello, it's race day. Yeah, it's Thursday already. I'm already running late. I've got to finish getting ready to get on the bike. I have been on the bike earlier in the week, but I'll talk about that when I do the wrap up for the race. So yeah, I'm going to get myself ready and I'll see you on the start line. Off we go then in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Right. Try and keep up again with the front group if I can. A bit more climbing this week, so I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up with the lighter riders for too long. But we'll see how it goes. Come on, get my head down. And I'll see you in a bit. And if I can, I'll try and catch some other riders this week. There are a few decap riders who got off to a good start out the front. I think it's, can't see a horse now, the Little Brothers, and I think it might have been DC Marks. Sorry if I got that wrong. We're in quite a big group, but we've pulled them back in. Bit flat now, a little bit of climbing, and there's only, I like this route because there's only spurts of climbing. I'm hoping it would be enough for me to be able to put up a bit of power and keep up with them. Oh. Right, so we're 7:45 in, nearly 5k. We've got a couple of D riders who've got off the front. I've lost their names again now. I've fallen to the back of this group. JTDC, Didossi, and S Pie. A little group might catch them up again on the flat bit. Can't see any C's behind us yet, but I'm sure they won't be far behind. So this little group you've got then, S Pie, JT Adossi out the front, A Cox, myself, A Lloyd, A Dix, DC Marks, R Stein, D C Little, B Dark, S Little, and then A Career back 10 seconds behind with what looks like possibly another little group of D's. C Jump just jumping on for the ride today. M Pierce and then S Greaves. S Greaves looks like the first C Cap rider. So he's coming. So I've been spat out the back of that front group, and then another big group of
D's, I think Andy Creer, C Clegg, C Jupp went past. Oh, those hills really take it out of me. And it's a real push to get back into the draft afterwards. There goes S Greaves, first C Cat, all flying past. And the B's, D Stark and Slevin, 28 seconds behind with another C Cat, H Moreira, and C White. So they're about 30 seconds behind at the moment. Just need to try and stay with this group of D's. With every passing minute, our legs are going. Here come the B's. C White and D Stark flying through there. And Slevin too. Oh, I can't see. I don't think I'm going to catch these guys now. More Roy has come through. H Moreira, another B. C Green, just 18 seconds behind. And Eric and D Matthews, 20 seconds behind. One lap to go. There's no doubt that those A and B Cat riders are catching me. I've lost the back now with most of the D's. Oh, let's have a quick squeeze forward, see how people are getting on. So A Cox, or J Theodisi, S Pi, DC Marks, S Little, A Cos, B Dark, C Little, and little group at the front, closely being caught now by C White and J Stevenson, B and C Cat. Hoping I'm going to be able to find out where the end line is. We can just see who's winning. Oh, everyone's disappeared. Well, that's not a good sign. I'll go back to me. Yeah. No. There goes Eric and C Green past me. D Matthews just behind, so I'm assuming they're going to be able to catch the guys in front, but I've only got 3k left to go. Could be quite close, so they are going at some speed, to be fair. So I just stopped back. I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere at the moment. So having a look, Dave Stevenson out front, D Stark and C White, S Greaves. And the D Cats unfortunately have been caught, S Pi. Oh, I'm blowing now. I haven't got long to go towards the end. I'll come back to them in a sec. Oh. Right, the other guys must be coming at the end. I've got my challenge is at El Zubar, just behind me 11 seconds. I've got A Lloyd in my group. 2, I think C Jupp and PA are just riding for help. So I'm going to jump forward, see if I can catch anything at the finish. So D Stark, T White lining it up. I can't see where the finish line is. Hopefully it's somewhere near the arch. Jay Stevens is just behind. I think it might be between C White and D Stark. Who's going to be the first to put the power down? It's a drafting boost. Off they go. C White's gone. D Stark going to catch, I think. That goes. There's the blue line. C White wins it. D Start just behind. And then I'm out of the group now. Got to go back. Well done, guys. Good race to the finish. See if I can catch some of the others coming in. S Little coming across. I'll keep clicking out of the event module, which doesn't help. S Little over the line. I'm going to go back to me and finish off. Try and get a big push at the end. El Zubor's now 7 seconds behind. El Zubor's catching, putting out more watts than I am. 3 seconds. It's going to be close. I can't try and catch Aloyd. I've literally got nothing in my legs. Oh, I've got to find something though. Come on. Oh, okay. And over. I definitely did not feel as strong this week as last week. Oh, yeah. Starting to feel it quite a lot towards the end. 24th, El Zubor finishing 5 seconds behind in the end. A good chase there because I had nothing. I had nothing at the end at all. Couldn't have put up a fight if he caught me. So, well, this has it a different way around. Maybe I didn't see it quite right. D Stark in first place. I don't know what category. Can't remember. Probably a B. Probably a B looking at the watts per kilogram. Second behind C White. And then in third, 4 seconds behind that, J. Stevenson, the first C Cat rider. Eric. Eric didn't win it this week. Maybe the times didn't quite work in your favour. 10 seconds behind the leader. Average of 4.5 watts per kilogram. Crazy. Fifth, D Cat rider, DC Marks. Only a minute behind Eric, well done. And then ACOS finishing at the same time. Second behind, B Dark. D Matthews, A Cat rider, a second behind that. Again, all close finishes these. S Pie, he was out the front for a while. 3 seconds behind D Cat rider. S Greaves, who was the first C Cat rider to go past. 2 seconds behind him. And then S Little, J Theodossi, again was leading from the front at the start. C Little, C Waring, C Cat rider. N Slevin and C Green, both B Cat riders. All coming across the line in similar times. C Clegg, A Career, A Dix. There was a period of time I was actually ahead of those guys. But when I got blown out the back of that first group, and then they just flew past me, and I was done. N Corbin, H Moreira, apologies if I'm not saying that right. Oh, and then P Abbott, A Lloyd, just a couple of seconds in front of me, but I was having a bit of help from Chris, I think, a bit there. So yeah, I think he probably finished slightly further ahead of me than that. And then behind, N Barber, B Cat, L Zubor, thought you were going to catch me at the end. In 27th, M Pierce, A Evans, R Stein, P Mac, started from the back and finished near the back as well. P Stansfield, and then D Taylor towards the back. That, another cracking race. And good to see some new faces too. 33 finishes so far. I don't know whether anyone else is out there, but 33 finishes is another step up from last week. So more people joining every week, and it just adds to the fun. The more people we've got in it, the more groups are created. And clearly today, the higher cat riders struggled to catch the D Cat a little bit. I think we've probably still got the gaps right. We might look to change them slightly in the future, I don't know, but I think there's still enough of the higher cat riders catching us. So yeah, another awesome race. Disappointed that I wasn't quite as strong this week as last week, but I've done a couple of difficult rides already this week, so I'm not too disappointed. I'm going to jump off, get myself showered, have some dinner, and then, as usual, I'll come back and just wrap everything up. So I'll see you in a bit.
It's actually Saturday now. During weekdays, my wife and I barely spend longer than sort of dinner time together, just because of work and other things. And because of the long weekend for Easter, actually, she said she wasn't going to work on Thursday night, so we actually spent some more time with each other. And then yesterday, spent the day sorting out the garden and doing some other stuff. So yeah, a bit of family time, which was good. But that race was another fantastic race. From a personal point of view, I didn't have it in my legs at all on Thursday. But some really close racing again, and it's a shame. A couple of people were talking about it afterwards, that the finishing lines are in different places for different people, because as we saw, C White and D Stark on my screen, it looked like C White won it, but in the results it was reversed. And it's a bit of a shame, but I guess it's, at the end of the day, it's just a bit of fun, and it's the best we can set up without using the event module, which we can't use at the moment. So that's a bit of a shame. And the plan for next week's race is to use TT bikes to get rid of the draft effect and see how the results pan out that way. I'm looking forward to that. It was a couple of people have said, can we do a TT race? So we'll have to manually select a TT bike, because I can't program Zwift in any way to do it, but I think that'll be an interesting one too. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm going to get the races now. I'm going to try, races and rides, I'm going to try and put a poll up a couple of days before with a choice of a couple of different routes. And on that note, I put a bit of a schedule together for races and rides. So we alternate on our group rides between hilly and flat, and then the races with a few other things in there, a TT, a handicap race. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work yet, so stay tuned for that one. And then just a normal race. And then for those months that have maybe got 5 races or rides in them, we'll think of a special or something. So yeah, and talking of specials, on the last Sunday of April, we're going up the Alpe du Zwift as a group ride. And there was a lot of discussion about whether we should do it as a banded group ride or unbanded. And I think a lot of people see the Alpe, as I do, as a bit of a personal challenge, trying to get up there in the time it takes me to do it. And I think there are a few people who didn't want to get pulled up by the faster riders with the band so that they get to the top quicker. On the flip side though, I think there are a lot of people that wanted that support and the help to get up. And I'm one of those people this time. But I think there was enough mixture that we're actually going to do it twice. So the last Sunday in April we'll do it banded, and then the Sunday afterwards we'll do it as an unbanded ride, and then you can join either or both. I'm just not quite sure what times they're going to be yet, so keep an eye out for that. And there's a couple of vlogs between now and then anyway, so keep an eye on the forums, on Facebook and Discord and stuff. But yeah, we'll around our Thursday race, Saturday ride schedule, we'll put some specials in there too, which I think will be good fun and challenging, which is good. I also have an apology to make for the ride or race on Thursday. I was in such a rush to get on the bike. I didn't plan. Normally I quickly type into Word some of the things to put into the messenger before we start, and I've forgot to put in about those people in the A to C categories maybe switching to watch a D cat rider to be able to see the timer countdown. I forgot to mention that, so I'm really sorry to the new guys that came along. And that definitely works. So as soon as the race starts, if you switch your screen to watch someone who's already started the race, you can watch their countdown timer, start cycling at the right time, and then flip back to yourself, because the countdown timer doesn't start if you don't move. So yeah, and I didn't put that on the chat, unfortunately. The Tour of Watopia. So I did the first ride on Monday, the longer course. I actually got on Tuesday lunchtime to do the shorter course, although I think actually it was more climbing involved. I didn't give myself enough recovery, and about halfway around I was struggling quite a bit. But that being said, I'm glad I did it. I've done both of stage 1 rides. I'm probably not going to be doing that when it gets to the going up the mountain and all the sort of more hilly and difficult routes, because I'm not there yet in terms of my ability to be able to do multiples of those during the week. I might give them a go, just see where I get, but I've done the first 2 of the first week, which is good, so I'm happy with that. There was a bit of discussion in the Facebook group after the race on Thursday just about categorization and categories that people ride in. And I know if you join a Zwift race, there are a lot of people that go in the wrong categories. So if you're a D-Cat rider and you're busting a gut to keep up with someone who has joined the D race but is clearly not categorised in the right place. And I know, if you can use Zwift power and things like that to check the final results, but that doesn't help you on the road. It doesn't help you when you're trying to chase after someone thinking that they're the same category as you. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who in our group seems to join the right categories, and it gives a good balance of racing. And I don't want to end up in a situation where we're monitoring people's results. At the end of the day, the races are a bit of fun, and I don't want to be, tagging people and saying, like, you need to step up a category and things like that. So I like the way we sort of self-manage that, because it seems to work, and I really hope that continues. So yeah, big thumbs up for that one, and it makes it good fun, doesn't it? It's good fun. And today is Saturday. Today is the group ride, and we're doing a lap around, I think it's the High Line. 60 minutes on the High Line in New York. Haven't done many New York rides, so it'll be another route to tick off for me. Numbers are slightly down this week, I think, and I think it's probably, it's coming into that summer weather time, although today, it was nice yesterday, but today it just looks back to what it's been, sort of February time. But I'm looking forward. I love getting on there and just having a chat with the guys. I don't use Discord during the race because I just get my head down and race, really. But Saturday's the opportunity to have a chat. So if you do join those rides, then sign up for the Discord group, because it's just a nice little chat amongst friends. Really, it's good. So yeah, I will see you a bit later for that group ride.
Right then, we are off. Not done this course before. I'm quite surprised to be starting up on the elevated part. So yeah, the High Line course in New York. Rolling out at slow speed for the first minute or so to make sure the band picks everyone up. I'm going to be honest, my stomach feels a bit dodgy. So just going to hope that disappears as we go on. So let's crack on. Okay, so this route actually is a bit more difficult than I was expecting it to be. Very hilly, undulating, but it's quite good fun. It's difficult to tell where on earth we are on a map, because I haven't got a clue. But yeah, big climb in there early on. So I think we're going to get round to that again, I would imagine. We're 13k in, just after half an hour, so yeah. At the end of another brilliant group ride. Went up the climb. We hit the bottom of that little climb, relatively big, steep climb, just at the end of the hour. So I've just gone up again. Now just coasting down to the bottom, just to get a few more kilometres in. Yeah, great chat on Discord again. And yeah, some big numbers being put out in the sprint challenge. So well done, everyone. Oh, but I'll catch you soon to do the weekly wrap up. So I'll see you in a bit.
That was another thoroughly enjoyable group ride around a course that I've not really ever done before. I don't ever recall riding on that elevated section in New York. It's it's a very undulating, up and downy course, and of course with the big climb in there, we got round just the start of going up for a third time when the 60 minutes ran out. So Some people finished there, some people turned around but went back the other way, and I continued on up to the top just to make sure I could get some extra kilometres into my legs this week. But I'm definitely feeling it now. The legs are hurting. But stomach problems, nothing happened, and I feel absolutely fine now. Touch wood, so that is all good. There was the competition again. The I think going to become a weekly thing to see maximum watt numbers that people can put out, and there was some big numbers in there again. I try to catch them when I can, if I know that they're going to happen. So if you want me to try and catch them next time so I can put them in the vlog, do let me know before you do it, just so I can switch the camera to you. But yeah, Chris Jupp in, what did he get? I've written it down here, 1,680 watts. That's insane. I couldn't even imagine doing that. And he assures us there's no dodgy equipment or anything going on, and it is him. So all joking aside, yeah, well done, Chris. That's an awesome number to get. I had a go myself, and I will put that attempt in now. I can't believe I achieved that. 1,072 watts. To get the 1,000 watt badge, I can't believe it. I thought I'd get somewhere near 700 or something. So I'm actually quite pleased I gave it a go, because I was in two minds. And I thought, no, I didn't tell anyone I was going to do it. I just turned the Discord mic off and went for it. So yeah, really chuffed with that. And it's actually been a really good week. I finally officially hit the over 100 kilometres for the week. I know I did it a couple of weeks ago, but I couldn't get that extra bit in. So yeah, I feel good that I've achieved that this week. I've done both stages of the Tour of Watopia, which clearly helped. The race on Thursday, which I enjoyed, I just didn't do very well in this week, and then the group ride today. So 4 brilliant rides this week. The poll is currently up on Facebook about which courses to do for our TT race on Thursday night, and then our group ride on Saturday. Those results will already be known by the time this comes out, because I'll have the options up in the comments to join the ride. So to do that, 2 options is a Google form, which will just be the link below. Click on that, or it'll be on Facebook. Click on that, fill in your details, and I'll add you to the ride. Or join Spond. Join the team on Spond, because you'll get an instant notification whenever I set up a ride on there, and you'll just be able to hit accept or reject on there, and I will pick that up and add you to the rides. And I will aim to try and get the first round of invites out probably 3 days before each of the rides. What I would say is that's still a manual process, actually setting it up in what's in the Zwift app. So it might not be an instant thing when you sign up to a ride you get an invite, but I will get to your promise. It's just a manual process that I'll probably try and do once a day. The other thing actually this week is my wrist. It's a lot better. I feel it every now and again, but actually I've not even had the strap on for the last couple of days. So yeah, it's feeling a lot better. I think it must have just been doing that heavy lifting that I was doing, and I'm pleased that hasn't turned into anything more serious, which is nice. And just generally this week's been quite nice. It's been nice to spend some more family time with the time off. We have again today. In fact, we sat out with a couple of the neighbours, socially distanced. Now we're allowed to, in the front garden. We've arranged a little Easter egg hunt for the kids out the front over the day tomorrow, which will be really nice. So it was good to catch up with some friends face to face, which is definitely helps with mental health and well-being. Just having that chat, and yeah, I very much enjoyed that. And next week I'm going to try to do the long Tour of Watopia ride. The longest one is actually going up the mountain, and I've not done that in a long time. But there's still added distance because it goes off through the desert for a little while before it comes around to go up the mountain. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to do my best to get up that one. See how I do with that. and see how the legs feel about whether I do the shorter ride and tick them both off like I did this week. I don't think I'm going to achieve that every week, but for as long as I can I will, because it's a good reason to get on the bike and get usually another route ticked off, but some more kilometres into the legs too. So that's another week wrapped up, another thoroughly enjoyable week. If you enjoyed this week's video, do hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, that helps just to get the video in front of more eyes, and we can start to add more people to the group as we go, which will be awesome. But that's the end of another week, and I will see you next week.